Welcome. I wanted to talk to you today about relationships. What I'm going to share with you today is a case study of a client I actually saw a few years ago. However, it can apply to any relationship, a work one, a neighbour, a friend, because the principles behind it are as old as the human race: betrayal and trust. So I had this client come to see me, and their overwhelming state was an emotional mess, basically. They were swinging from trying to hold it all together to falling apart at the simplest thing. And the problem was the relation in question was their personal, intimate relationship. And the partner had had an affair. Now, you can always talk about the relationship and the cause, as I said, and it applies to a lot of people because it's the way that the individual deals with it. And this particular client was not handling it very well. They felt betrayed. They could not bring themselves to trust their partner anymore, which meant any time their partner went out or had to go away on business or had to um, go meet a friend for a drink, they just didn't trust any of it. And it was beginning to come out in a number of different ways, not least at work. And this betrayal and trust can be devastating. And of course, what we tend to do as humans and the way that we've been conditioned is look at the external event as being the problem, i.e., the partner in this case. No, this is the reason why I am different to many. I look at the person who's experiencing all these emotions. What have they got going on? Who were they first betrayed by? When did they first lose the idea of trusting in people? Because it's that essence that really needs to be looked at. And I know there's this whole, oh, you've got to deal with your childhood. Yeah, you do. Because of the way that the brain works, it's learned something that is no longer working in a way that works for you as an adult. So sometimes we have to go to the past to clear it up and tidy it up so that you can be better in the now, ready for you to be the better person in the future. So how do I help people who come to me with betrayal and trust issues with somebody in their world? Well, the first thing I get to do is understand where they first felt betrayed or where they first felt trust issues. And I look at what's going on there. And I help them forgive that smaller them, the younger them. And let's be honest, that younger them can be in their 20s. It doesn't have to be, in their under 7 or in their teens. It tends to be, but it doesn't have to be. And once you've got to grips with that younger you that's faced trust issues or betrayal issues, and we've helped that one have better strategies to help them to realize that they could have taken a different decision and that it was right for right then because they didn't have everything they needed to deal with it. But it's not right for right now, and we can help them change and evolve. We can forgive them and send them love so that the them of the past suddenly starts to feel stronger and better able in that moment. And the reason that's important is because the previous them that's been betrayed and trusted is running in their neurology all the time in the background, so that when you come across something where you feel like somebody's betrayed you, passed on a secret, or in this case, had an affair, this just comes rushing in. It's like carrying a big bag of old stuff with you so that when it comes into your world right now, you bring it out and have a look at it. So you're not just dealing with the immediate issue, you're dealing with every example that's ever happened to you. So it's really key to get that out of the way. It was right. for right then. It's not right for right now. Once you've done that, my key is, because my client is everything, I want them to believe in themselves. I want them to trust themselves. And that trusting in themselves is the hardest one. How do you trust yourself when you've spent a lifetime doubting yourself, questioning yourself, second guessing yourself, wondering if you've done the right thing? It's a really tough one if you do it on your own. But with help, like from somebody like me, it can be much faster. I want my clients to go away feeling that they love themselves first. You will very often have heard, certainly in the spiritual circles, that, in order to be able to love another, you have to be able to know how to love yourself first. It is so true. You can love someone else if you don't love yourself. But actually, the question is, what is it that you're giving them? Is it love? Or is it you're fulfilling what you think is love, and therefore you're fulfilling a need for them? It's a big topic and not one for right now. And then the last one, which again is so important, particularly for this client, was that she felt safe and secure speaking up about how she felt. Because until that point, she'd never done that in a big way. Being able to turn around and say, this isn't working for me, or I don't like that, I'm struggling here, I need some help, opens up a whole big conversation, which I am pleased to say it did do on this occasion. So if you know somebody who is struggling with trust issues or betrayal issues in their relationship, be it intimate or a work one or something else, I'd love to have a conversation with them, 30 minutes, just to get a sense of what's going on for them and how I might be able to help. Because we just need a little bit of facilitating sometimes, and we can then move forward in a much better way. Kim Searle, Emotional Mastery. Thank you for listening.